Hello, my name is Simon Orris, and I'm delighted to welcome you to this webinar, A New Era in Football Oversight, Insights on the Football Governance Act 2025. Today, we'll explore the most significant regulatory changes to English football since the Taylor Report, focusing on what these changes mean for clubs, executives, and the wider football community of stakeholders. The Football Governance Act marks one of the biggest regulatory shifts since the Taylor Report in the 90s that followed the Hillsborough disaster. It marks a seismic shift in how football clubs are governed, and clubs will now face stricter governance standards, new reporting obligations, and a new ownership test. The regulator will set these corporate governance standards and will have the power to prohibit clubs from joining competitions where they would threaten the heritage and sustainability of English football. Our session will unpack these changes and discuss their immediate and long-term impact on clubs. Today we'll cover the three primary objectives of the regulator, its new licensing system, including how that intersects with the new owners, directors, and senior executives regime, and new corporate governance code. We'll take a look at the financial distribution process, which is a backstop power that the regulator has to intervene in the way that finances are distributed through the football pyramid. We'll take a look at how clubs can challenge decisions made by the regulator, and we'll also have a little look at the expected timeline for implementation. We don't have time to cover everything in the Act or the literature published to date, so I am just attempting to focus on those areas that have generated the most discussion and to just look at the headline aspects of those. Finally, before I begin, just one word on the current position. While the Act received royal assent in July 2025, we are still very much in an implementation period. Since the Act received royal assent, the regulator has been refining its policies and procedures and engaging with the industry to make sure that these work for everyone. We're yet to see a draft of any regulations or a code of governance, so it is hard to say with absolute certainty what the final regulatory landscape will look like. However, very helpfully, the regulator has this autumn published a number of consultation papers and sought feedback from stakeholders. Some of these consultations have closed at the time of recording, one is live, and future consultations are promised in 2026. The purpose of a consultation is naturally to gather feedback with a view to potentially amending the attitude or direction of the bodies seeking it. So I would like to impress that things are still fluid and anything said in this session is subject to change. With that said, let's begin by examining the scope of the Act.